It's time for News 13 Sports.
Everyone enjoys finger foods on game days. Having a bowl of lightly buttered popcorn or pretzels will keep your fans full on game day. Many of these runners are trying to run into 2018, but I'm just trying to run away from this cold weather. And sports fans, I hope your seatbelts are fastened. We had a full night of high school hoops action across the state as teams are gearing up for the regional tournament next month. We start at Kelly Walsh as the Lady Trojans clash with Rock Springs. First quarter, we go and right off the tip-off, Madison Vinch takes it and finds an opening and quickly gets the Lady Trojans on the scoreboard. Later, off an inbound, Vinch finds Corinne Kurith underneath the basket, who puts it up and in for two. Vinch with another assist. This time, she finds Delaney Shields across court, who hits the triple. K-Dub goes up 7-0 early on. But the Lady Tigers come right back. Sophomore Kai Bullock takes it in herself, tops of the key, and swishes the three to take home. But the Lady Trojans keep their foot on the gas. Kurith again gets the basket inside and gets the foul. Kelly Walsh handles Rock Springs 51-34. I may have been a kicker back in my glory days, but understanding the game is quite simple once you understand the basics. I enlisted Kelly Walsh's head football coach, John Vance, to help me break down how 11 players on each side make up a football game. Good afternoon, Elizabeth. The courtroom was packed wall to wall, not even a single seat open. People were even standing in the hallways to hear these closing arguments. Now, the prosecution opened up by talking us through those events that had happened based on the phone log. They also said that the witness testimonies may be incomplete, but they are not inconsistent. Now, the prosecution came back and countered that, saying this is just a big old story and that these witness testimonies are inconsistent. Now, it is up to the jury to decide if Tony Searcy is guilty of 3 counts of sexual assault. They have not gone into deliberation yet, but will be soon, and we will bring you that verdict as soon as we have it. Back to you, Elizabeth. Most of the females I spoke with say they wouldn't mind the pink option, but they would worry about their safety. Hunters must wear one blaze orange clothing item while hunting in Wyoming. Lawmakers expect to vote on this bill in the upcoming legislation session. They hope allowing pink would attract more females to the sport. Many aren't sure pink will stand out enough to keep them safe during hunting in the evenings.
On offense, you start with, you get 4 downs to get your first down, which is 10 yards. And then so defensively, of course, you're trying to stop them from getting the 10 yards. Downs
are plays. In simple terms, every time the ball is snapped to the quarterback and the team tries to advance the ball, that's considered a down. The defense tries to stop the offense from gaining yards because every 10 yards gained, the downs reset until the team is in the red zone.
Once you get inside the 10-yard line, it becomes 1st and goal, 2nd and goal, and then your mark is the goal line to score your touchdown.
If the ball crosses the goal line, that's 6 points for your team, but there are decisions to be made. Do you kick the field goal worth 1 point, or do you try another play to get 2? The quarterback or the leader of the team calls the plays, receives the snap from his center, and throws or hands the ball off to his teammates to advance the ball. But with that many bodies in one place, someone is bound to break a rule, and that's where penalty flags come into play.
Any penalty will be the yellow flag that the referees all carry. They're loaded with like rice. They got a little heavy end, so they can throw them away, and they mark the spot of wherever the penalty happened.
There are many penalties, but a few are.
It can be anywhere from a face mask, where you grab a face mask when you tackle them, to a holding call where you're holding the defender.
Referees blow their whistle when a player moves before the ball is snapped, and of course to start the game, quarter, or a kickoff after points are scored. If anything, watch how this weekend's quarterbacks command the game.
Especially with Tom Brady and what he can do, and they'll have where he's out there checking things, pointing things out, and just how he analyzes and how he manages the game.
By understanding these few things, you'll enjoy the game a little more. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. That's how fast your day changes, and it's too late to consider safety.
We work a lot with our law enforcement partners, and bringing this car up here today and for these 3 weekends is just a good reminder for parents and kids of what can happen in just a heartbeat.
Located outside the Casper Event Center for the past 3 weeks, this car is a message visitors have noticed.
It's a grisly reminder of what can happen. You look at this, and your initial thought is no one survived this crash. And thankfully, in this case, the trooper was able to continue on in life.
The message behind the car is simple, but many of us do forget.
Walk is on for 8 seconds.
Seatbelts do save lives. It's important to keep your eyes straight on the road and not reach back to assist children when driving. An atrocity to some passing by, but a real example of why we need to wear our seatbelts.
We're getting a lot of comments on it, so I hope a lot, and it's been the whole statewide community.
The message was received by fans, athletes, and their family members, bringing awareness to the campaign.
We want the public to know to always wear their seatbelts, slow down, be aware of other drivers. Because, like I said, even though you might be a fantastic driver, you never know who's drunk, who's impaired on the highway.
So, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. 2 extra seconds of practicing safe driving on our roads and interstates could save your life. Jacquie Palizzi, News 13 Casper. Blaze orange isn't another fashion statement. Hunters wear it so other hunters can see them from miles away and not get shot at. It's about the simple changes in life, like choosing to eat a carrot over a candy bar. The cardinal rule of gun safety is make sure that every gun is unloaded when handling and make sure the muzzle is pointed in a safe direction.
It's time for News 13 Sports.